Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Because of the sensibilities around this story, I have been very reluctant to do like an actual vlog on this, but I mean, it's been popping up on my tail, and I felt like, okay, let me drop my 2 cents on this viral story. I am pretty much sure a lot of you have heard of the story of Andrew, the CEO of Black Sheep Company, who invited two ladies, Celine Dodim, an Igbo girl, and Afida, a Ghanaian national, to Aba. And these ladies traveled from Port Harcourt down to Aba. And by the time they got to Aba, they kept in touch with some of their friends until a point where one of the ladies sent a video of herself, guys, I'm going to be very careful with the words. So some words I'll actually like spell out. So they were actually held HOSTAGE by Andrew. She sent, it was more like a distress video, and of course they were declared missing. A search hunt started. Before we knew what was happening, we heard rumors that Andrew was spied by the police while taking him to Abuja. According to them, he attempted to run. But guys, I cannot show his body here because of YouTube restrictions, but you need to see his body. His body does not look like that of somebody that was running. And also, Andrew is a plus size, he's big. So, how was he running and where was he running to? So, you see where like there's actually a loophole in that particular narrative that he was running, and then they had to like buy at him because of he was trying to escape, which I don't believe. But not let's not focus on that. So there have been a lot of stories up until this moment. The actual, like, the bodies of the two girls haven't been discovered, but people have just assumed they were by and close to Andrew's house. They saw like a body and all that wrapped in his cotton, some ORGANS were missing and all that. So it's obvious that Andrew is a harvester of ORGAN. Like, I don't want to say the word because of YouTube restrictions, like I stated earlier. And I have seen a lot of think pieces with people saying, oh, girls, be careful. To be very honest, in my opinion, I just have to give it to Andrew. Andrew was thorough. Like, you must give it to him. He was someone who, well, I say he knew how the mind of women worked. He understood the need to be very, let's say, careful, in the sense that he took his time. Like for these ladies, he gave them ₦1,000,000 each. Sorry, ₦1,000,000 for the both of them, even before they came to Aba. So you can imagine getting that type of money. The first thing that comes to your mind is, this guy is for real. Because we know that most times the other guys will be like, oh, just come. When you come, I'll give you. But this one, he actually sends the money to them. Then upon arrival, he will take your phone and force you to transfer the money and every other money in your account to him. That is exactly what he did to these two beautiful ladies who went to visit him. And I am pretty sure he had communicated with them, flowed with them, and that the freeze has been really generous. If you really want to like hear firsthand experiences, I think his page on Instagram is handy. I don't know if he uploaded on YouTube, but he had very deep conversations with a girl known as Rachel who escaped Andrew. She like scaled the fence because she met Andrew, I think she said last year. They had communicated so well that whenever she was having issues, she would call Andrew would advise her that if Andrew talks to you here, you feel like, oh my God, this guy, he's everything. So Andrew would be like, cancel her, and so she kind of got really comfortable with her. And then he invited her over, and guess what he said? That it was his mom's birthday and he was going to lodge her in a hotel, which she accepted. I mean, if a friend you have communicated with for some time is having a party and says, okay, come to this place, I'm going to lodge you And when she came, he lodged her in a hotel. And the next thing, he came and told her that, oh, I want to take you, let's go to our family house. I want you to meet my sisters. So my sisters will take you to the makeup artist that will do your makeup and where you do your hair. And normal, she accepted and followed him. She said before she knew, she noticed at the direction, she was like, where are you taking me to? Now say, it's his family house and all that. And before she knew what was happening, she said when she had settled into the house, she was still trying to like update her friend as Spark where she is presently, and she just heard like a hand landed on her FACE. And guess who it was? It was Andrew. And Andrew subjected her to all manners of torture. Like like she said, Andrew transferred all the money in her account over. He was doing her front and back with his amo or cucumber. You know what that is? He was doing her in front, doing her at the back. And then he told her, she said he brought out a KNIFE and told her that he was going to, like harvest her ORGAN, and that after doing that he will also take her LIVER, and he was going to do it in such a way that when people found her BODY, they would assume it was a case of RITUAL. You understand what I mean? Like this whole time, to think that most times in those days when we see people with, we see bodies along the road and we notice that some vital ORGAN are missing, we'll be like, oh my God, they've used XYZ for RITUALS. Not knowing that these were actually ORGAN harvesters. So in this case, the guy even told her, look at what I'm going to do to you, and I'm going to give people the impression that this, that. So she said she was scared. And she said, luckily for her, her PRIOD started all over. And I guess that was because of the intense mekwa samankwe the guy was doing her. Of course, we all know is RAPE. But for the purpose of this video, the samankwe he was doing her was so intense that she started seeing her PRIOD. And the long and short of it is that Rachel escaped. She jumped the fence, and then this guy goes to tell his friend, oh, this girl came to my house, she stole my Rolex, she stole my this, she stole my that. And Rachel was very kind. Like, she did something that is really commendable. She said she reached out to Very Dark Man. She reached out to a couple of bloggers, shared her story, expecting them to like post and share, but they did not. She said she tried her best. She went to the police station. They were just being very reluctant, asking her how much she would pay them for them to go to her bar and all that. And she said she did not have the money. She told them, my account is empty. But she noticed they were not just willing to do anything. So, so she said she kept, sharing, she shared everything on her Instagram page, on her Facebook page, but people didn't take her seriously. Yes, nobody took her seriously at all. She said it was just few of her friends that helped her to share the post at the time. So now here's the thing. Okay, look at in this girl, Rachel thankfully is alive to tell her story. I'm just saying this because I need Nigerians to be less judgmental. Whenever something like this happens, we tend to see lots of think pieces from people saying things like, oh my God, she should have done it this way, she should have done it that way. But then, and a lot of people also conclude that this person went for runs. And okay, the funny thing, the Ghanaian lady is married and her husband has come out to say that the chats going around as his wife's chat, that's not how his wife types. That is not how his wife types, and that his wife is an honest person and she had no reason to lie to him. No, so here's, I was even saying yesterday, I was like, I remember in my university days, I used to actually tag along with my friends to their boyfriend's house. So, like, I'll just follow them. Even the married ones, sometimes we'll go to their husband's house, stay for like, maybe then my friends were in school, go to their matrimonial home, spend like 2 or 3 days, then come back to school. And mind you, we were embarking on these trips, sometimes even outside Abuja, sometimes within Abuja, without telling anybody. To think of it, if it was now and something happened to us, people will probably say we went for threesomes or foursomes. But in that case, we were just going for a fun weekend though. We'll just occupy one room in boyfriend's house. When they are going out clubbing in the evening, we'll follow. We'll eat. We'll enter kitchen. The guy will go to work. We'll enter kitchen, cook, eat, laugh, hang out. Sunday, we'll carry our bag. Most times, we'll go like maybe if we're done with our lectures Thursday, we'll go by Sunday evening or Monday morning. We'll come back to school. Sometimes just like for a change of environment. In fact, I had a friend then, she was dating one guy from my place, and so the guy was kind of fond of me, my sister, my sister, my sister. So every whenever we finished exams, the guy would be like, you guys have read, you guys should come over, let's flex. Like this guy would take us from club, like we'll go to like 5 clubs in Abuja. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm tired. Like it will be so bad that some clubs will get to will be like, they'll be like, oh no, the clubbing hours are like, they'll be like, this is not clubbing hour, the club has closed for the day. We have people, like by then you just see maybe the supervisors trying to sleep, catch 1 or 2 hours of sleep before the early in the morning. And this is usually maybe around 3:34. By the time we come back by 4:30, we are wasted. That's like, it was so free. It was like, it was something we did without even putting too much thought to it. But look at today, like this Afiba has been thrown a lot of stones, with people implying that she probably went for Mekwa and all that, which I find, I don't think it's fair. Like I feel like it's so unfair. Like people should be kinder, because the truth is we don't know what happened. We may never know what happened, because now Andrew has been buyed. I saw Andrew's body and looks like truly Andrew has been buyed, and it looks like more of a case of was probably silenced, because when it comes to organ harvesting, it's usually like top guns. It's not like small people. So they must have seen that the way this case was going, the guy will probably have exposed them, so they just like ended his own side of the bargain. Because like when you look at Andrew was based in the UK. He had British accent. Like that's why when people say, oh, be careful of who you meet on Facebook, I'm like, the same way you meet people on Facebook is the same way you meet them offline. Because to be very honest, I am a firm believer in the fact that you can also, like, what I even feel like it's even a bit easier to decipher people from social media than meeting them in real life. Because from social media, through what they post, through their comments on people's vlogs, like you can kind of figure out how their mindset works. But I can't say the same like offline. Let's say you just attend a random party and you meet somebody, even in a case where someone introduced you to somebody. Like for example, I can be friends with somebody, and the person will be totally a different person when it comes to relationships. So that's why I don't really like the fact that a lot of people have been writing think pieces. Oh, you see why girls don't be greedy, girls don't be this. I mean, this Andrew looked so real. Even Rachel, who escaped, confirmed that while she was in Andrew's house, he was inviting another person. That this guy was so strategic, and he will invite people. He doesn't use the same method. Like he can tell you, oh, my mom is having a party, it's my father's burial, and this is someone you have been communicating with. You can decide to say, oh no, I really chat with this person so well, so why not let me go and visit the person and all that. So that's why I don't even want to blame the girls or judge them, because to be very honest, it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody, and this is me being completely honest here. We can't be too careful. Like, how careful can you be? Like, how careful can you be? Like, oh my God. But then, I mean, I've always had my reservations, like meeting people on Facebook, like, but then Andrew's kind of person, Andrew was patient. Even if they said, okay, Andrew, come and meet me here, he will come and win that trust. He even had a matchmaking site. He was into matchmaking. So imagine, God, like the thought of the number of girls we must have declared missing. This person is missing, blah, 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 blah. And then this woman on Facebook, Ada Ojalegwabi, waiting be her name, now wrote, "Good girl pays, say no to hook up and all stuff." And I was kind of disappointed at that statement because why are you saying that? What do you mean by good girl pays? Hini Umoru, how many of you remember her? The girl who went for a job interview and got spied by the boy. Ini was a good girl by Nigerian standard. She was good. She had gone for an interview in search of a job. She had graduated and just wanted something to support her family before service. And of course, we all know how her story ended. And her friend raised alarm real quick. Like her friend actually raised alarm real quick and she didn't get help. Or should we talk about Uwa? In 2020, Uwa was mekwad in a rugged manner, that's RAPE, and she was spied in a church in Edo State, in a church in the night. My people, just in all you do, just pray to God for protection, because you think you're smart, you think you're careful, you think you know how to maneuver things. I tell you that you will be shocked. And this is me putting it mildly. Yes. So to be very honest, I think we just need to be kind to people, because even this Rachel who has come out to, say a lot, Rachel was bold, because Rachel said she was safe as far as she was concerned, but she was determined to make sure that other ladies didn't go through what she passed through. So she tried her best to make the story go viral, but unfortunately it didn't. And even now the story has gone viral. A lot of people are calling her names, you trust the Nigerians and how archaic they can be. Because look at Afiba, she's a Ghanaian, and her husband has been very mature about the whole thing. Does he have doubts? Maybe, but it's pretty good that he has kept it to himself and is defending her even in her absence. So guys, the videos you saw on the screen, I tried so hard to put descriptions, because to be very honest, it's just a sad one. Yes. So guys, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section.
Bye, baby. Bye. Celine. Bye. Mama Celine.
Making is called a king prawn cream sauce. That's what it is called. And I'm doing some vegetables with it as well. When I finish, I will send you another video and you can see how it looks, but it's really nice.
Considering Nigeria and the way the justice system works here, what do you think the fate of these girls are? And do you think that they will ever get justice, considering that the man at the center of it all has been buried? Well, fingers crossed, but to be very honest, I have no hope for justice. From Society Hotspots, guys, I don't know what to say, but it is well.